Hello everyone, and welcome to a very different episode here on CR Exposed. Today we're going to be playing Slice and Dice, which has been a very fun game I've been playing for quite some time, but I'm doing something a little different than everyone else, or at least most of the people, the more popular Slice and Dice players on YouTube here. I'm going to play the generated heroes. Now there's a whole bunch of actual heroes on the game that you can play, they're named and whatnot, but I like to play the randomness and the chaos of the generated heroes. And as you can see, I've been playing for a bunch here. I've been beat unfair once. I've attempted brutal and got through maybe two levels of it. But for the most part, we're just going to play easy to take and gauge the community to see if they want to see more of these videos or not. So let's dive into easy and have some fun. At the moment, we have basic, greens, and strata. The difference is the type of characters. Orange are your like rogues and all around characters, kind of like rogues or bards. Yellow are going to be your fighters and monks. Gray are going to be your tanks, kind of like paladins, clerics. Red are your healers, and blue are your mages. Greens are oddball characters. So just for the sake of things, I'm going to go ahead and pick basic, and we'll go from there. Now, because I'm playing on easy, I get a blessing to help me along the way. And generally, I like to pick something that's going to affect all the heroes, unlike something like all item dot static tome here, which would give you the top two things, which all heroes place the top and bottom sides with +1 mana pair. Not what I really want, because I like to see what comes up here. Then we also have hero dispel. Let's see here. All heroes add dispel to all sides. Removes all traits from the target this fight. That could be kind of fun, maybe. +8 versatile, which means +8 level up choices, which is way too many, I'll just tell you that. I.dumbbell is going to be the dumbbell, which is normally a level 9 item, which means any pips with 4 or more get +4 added to all sides, so that won't really be effective until mid to late game. Levline 5, the 5th spell you cast each fight is free, could be okay. Let's go with Dispel. I have no idea what this is going to do. We'll see what happens here. Probably going to be garbage. We'll see what happens. Now, I'm not really going to go ahead and explain what's going on in this game. It's been out for quite some time. If you like what's going on here, I could point you to Voyix, who is another gamer on YouTube here. I've been watching his stuff, so I'll link to his channel if you'd like to see more and check some of like how this game actually works. But if you watch this all the way through, you'll get the idea pretty quick, I think. So yeah, gonna go ahead and pick some stuff that's going to protect whoever is going to be foolish enough to attack the thorns, because the thorns are going to deal a whole bunch of damage. Oh, and it looks like I love that so much. Okay. So the thorns that normally do crazy amounts of damage to you because of the dispel have lost their ability to deal damage back, which is flippin' amazing. Okay. So I've poisoned the boar. The boar is going to die and has a damage over time, or a dot. Let's go ahead and just finish off this boar and move on to the next level. Okay. So, good enough there. Got some points of damage and a burst, and off we go. Alright, we gotta level up here. Let's take a look at level ups. Liking this guy, lots of hit points and some extra attacks. My defender here only gets 1 extra hit. I'm gonna go with this guy because I want the more hit points. So that's the choice there. Okay, next, let's see here. 3 damage, yes please. That's good enough, I suppose. Well, let's see if I can get some defense for him. That'll be handy. Perfect. Okay, so what happens here is that this item has Rampage, so anytime I kill someone with that, it gets to go again, which is great. And that's all I can do. The mage had a +1 mana and Resurrect, which is something new that got added to the game since the last time I played, which is pretty cool. Basically, you can resurrect a character and gain 1 mana for doing it. Shield and 1 mana, that's going to be nice. This is a engage, so it's going to deal... Why did this guy get pushed to the foreground? That's interesting. Anyways, alright, so engage gives me ×2 damage. We're going to poison him. He's going to die off. And what do I have for abilities here? Add self-shield and heal. 1 range damage. Perfect. Finish that guy off. Challenge? No. Oh, I should have taken that, actually. Well, Balisong for cantrip or caster root. Caster root adds +1 healing to all blank sides. And the Balisong will add a cantrip 1 damage to the left side. I think I'll just go with the caster root this time around here. Okay. Let's move on. And that all works. That's great. Actually, that's game right there. Perfect. Okay. I like this guy here. Let me show you. I like this guy here because of his healing row. It's only going to get 1 more point of healing though, or 1 more hit point. Let's take a look at this guy here. Not all that impressive. I'm gonna go with this guy here, and for 4 mana we can do a shield 3 and smith +3. Definitely, that's an awesome spell. The smith +3 will add +3 damage to whoever, or +3 whatever, +3 pips, which is nice. Okay, so we're in a boss here. We got the alpha for the boss. We don't need that. That could be kind of handy. We can take care of the wolf right now if we wanted to. Do need... I think I'm going to lose... Yeah, I'm going to lose my... Oh no, I won't lose my gray because I'm going to finish off. No, I thought I was going to finish him off. I was 1... Shoot. Yep, I'm going to lose my, my wolf. Okay, well, nothing I can do about that. Losing. Alright, well, hopefully I'll roll the resurrection from the blue mage, which will be handy. Yes, I did. Perfect. So our blue mage will resurrect, which is going to be super helpful. Alright, so 2 damage there, some healing, resurrect, very good, and kill off the wolf. We're going to lose our yellow, unfortunately, so we'll have to resurrect the yellow again. Alpha is summoning a wolf. Of course, we're not going to get the resurrect, right? Nope. Okay, figures. Alright, and that's it for now. Even the players got their traits removed, which is fascinating. Oh, I wanted the resurrection if I can get it. Nope. Alright. Full healing. Let's see here. Let's worry about getting rid of the alpha. And what are we doing next? Well, we're losing our mage, so we can't heal. I might end up losing this game here if stuff doesn't work out better. Okay. Okay, the alpha's down. Wolf is only doing a little bit of damage. Alright. I think we're gonna pull this together. Healing my gray. 2, 3, 4 points of damage there. Okay, so the boss is down, which is great. And that's game. Okay, cool. Burst for 2 points of damage. And the burst is nice because it does 2 points of damage or adds 2 points of armor. Ooh, Twin Daggers. Twin Daggers is always nice. Adding cantrip 1 damage to the top and bottom, or we can do mana, powdered mana, which is like the caster root. Yeah, I like having more quick damage, so I would take that over the ×2 any day, because it could result in 4 damage where the 2 dagger only results in 2. Alright, we'll do a heal there. Definitely need that. 3 damage there, that's okay. That works. Let's see what we do for a mage. Alright, perfect. Well, it's going to have to be perfect. The bandits are interesting. They're kind of like lizardmen. They have an Well, they did have an overkill, but now because the traits were removed, they don't run away when a monster's been overkilled. So now I just have to kill these guys normally, which is not great. Actually, let's see if I can get some armor. All right, that's not going to help. Yeah, that's about as good as that's going to help. All right. Well, that did work. All right. Next round. Oof, they're going to be doing a lot of damage. All right. Let's see here. Well, that will help the rampage there. A little bit of healing to everyone. Oh, there it goes. Oh, perfect. Okay. Now my gray is dying. Alright, looks like that might heal. Yeah, I'll just take that. That's fine. Okay. Perfect. Round 6. Fight! Okay. This is actually a pretty decent blue, although the spell kind of is garbage. That's a really big upgrade. And more protection. Definitely going with the gray. So now we have G2.7B4. Welcome aboard, G2. Now, the funny part, too, is, like, we can change this guy's name if we wanted to during the break. When you're in the inventory, you can actually switch their names up, which is cool. But I'm not too worried about that. I should have taken... I don't know why I didn't take that. Silly of me. Okay. Not much else is going on there. I also like how the background of the environment changes too as you get moving along. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I'll take that. That works. Okay. And now the thing here about gray here, the gray 4, that's a big sword. It's going to exhaust, although, let's see here, does it? Yeah, it still exarts. So that guy's going to be dealing himself, like, he gets exhausted swinging this big sword. So that's what's happening there. Can I do a little bit of... Now, why does that keep happening? I don't understand. Alright, so let's see if we can get rid of someone here. 4 points of damage, or 3. Yeah, I'm just going to have to do this regardless. Let's go ahead and go to that, get rid of the guy doing more damage. And we'll hold on to the mono. I don't understand why my red guy keeps losing his spell. That's got to be a bug. Oh, almost a tweener there. Okay, let's see here. Of course, no mana, and again, my red guy has lost his spell, which doesn't make any sense. Actually, let's not overdo the damage here and make sure to spread it appropriately. Okay, take that. That's fine. Okay, the hand is nice because the hand redirects damage, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna add the healing there, get some more. Oh, perfect. Okay, moving on. Oh, we have a random. Either get a tier 4 or a bad level 1 item. I'm just gonna decline. No thank you. Because it's usually going to be bad regardless. Okay, so massive shield here. Big shield, .M.3 for 12 points of defense, or anti-venom. Basically, no one gets, whoever has that can't be poisoned. I'm gonna go with the big shield. That's going to overlap the hand, which is perfectly fine. You know, 5 versus 12. I think I know which one I'm picking for sure. Okay, War Chief is always going to go first because the War Chief is adding +1 to everyone in the battle at the moment. So what am I going to take here? Definitely that. Looking at 5, 6. Okay, that should kill off the war chief. It's going to have to. Okay, there we go. Now, the militia normally would run. Actually, they do have that ability. Wow, that's pretty nice. Okay. So our gray is exerted. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah. Let me see if I can get that shield, actually. That would be pretty handy. I'm going to take that for 2 healing to everyone. Man, I am just not getting what I need. Alright. We'll take all that again. Alright. Healed, defended. Let's get rid of you. Alright, we have the militia left. Now, unfortunately, my gray is exerted, so I can't get the big shield to run the militia off, which is funny because when they attack someone and that someone has 5 or more defense or shields, they run away, which is really funny. Sometimes you get lucky and the game will point the militia at the same target. So for instance, we're attacking him, so we could, if we had 3, yeah, actually, if we had 1 more shield, we could have the militia run. But because we only had 5, or only had 4. Alright, heal. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, the trait's removed. Now it's removed. Oh, because they got attacked. That's why the trait was removed. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so when they get attacked, they lose the trait. That's pretty handy. Hopefully that'll happen with the witch sisters here as well. Who am I taking for my level up? That's not a great level up. 5 hit points. And that's not a great level up either. Alright, you know what? We're gonna let fate decide and go with a random. Oh, okay. More hit points. It's okay, but doesn't do a lot of damage, so that's like one thing we're lacking here is damage. Okay, so yes, the trait was now removed. Gaitha here doesn't have her, like, auto damage, which is pretty handy. We're gonna go for that, so that's shield, healing, and mana all together. Shielding. No, let's do actually shield there and shield there. Oh, weird. Do they get the traits back after a round? Like, why did it switch? Maybe it's only the target? There we go. We got the big shield. Still trying to figure this out. Let's see. Take that mana. Oh, I hate that. One of the witches reduced their effective attack power, so they can't do nearly as much damage as they should. Like they lose like 1 pip of damage, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, I'll just save that. Alright. Orange has got 2 points of poison, which is annoying. Always try to clear that out when I can. Another big shield there. That's a copycat, which is really nice. So this shield here for yellow. Let's see here. Shield here for yellow will copy whatever was before it, which is pretty handy. So we'll see here. Like for instance, if I do this, actually, let's roll. Roll again. Okay, so if we roll like that, now our shield has mana gain, which is pretty neat. And really nothing else to do with it, so we'll just do that. That's been removed. Get rid of her. And move on to Agnes? Agnes? I don't know. All I know is she summons wolves. She's like an alpha. It's kind of annoying. We'll take those. Nope, perfect. Red was auto. Okay, we can get rid of Agnes, and now we just have the wolf to deal with. And as you can tell by the as you can see by the color here, the shift, we hit another boss. So these witches we only see for this level, which is pretty neat. Take those damages, heal, which is going to be handy. Okay, big shield. There we go. Shield you, heal everyone. Do that. And you get some more healing. Now, if we have more hit points per dot, like for every 10 points of hit points we have per dot of enemy, the enemy will run away, which is pretty nice. So with more hit points, the enemy will decide to flee, and there's like a really great friendship bracelet which will reduce the amount of damage needed to heal or to run. So instead of every like 10% you have of hit points versus theirs, like right now this wolf needs more than 30 hit points on my side to run, which if it's alive by the end, which it's not going to, it would run after the end of the round. Otherwise, with the friendship bracelet, it reduces it to like 5%, which is pretty nice, which means you need less hit points to make something run. Enchanted shield at the start of each turn, self 1 shield or mark vulnerable. I'm not really generating a lot of mana, so let's just go with the shield. So someone's going to get +1 shield. Usually I like to save that for my yellows, because the yellows will get one of those like shield per, like damage per the shield you have. And just for the sake of it, he can have it. It doesn't really matter at this point. At some point down the line I'll find someone else that will need it and use it better. Let's see here. What else? Okay, nothing going on there. That doesn't matter. Sure. Oh, the bones lose their dying trait. That's annoying. I like how the bones explode. It's kind of funny. The bones normally will explode and they deal damage to everyone surrounding them, but because they lose their traits, they're not doing it right now. Okay. Actually, it doesn't really matter who I kill at this point. They're all the same, basically. That's also one nice thing about the copycat shield. They'll copy immediately during combat too, so they end up becoming like a cantrip shield for the time being, which is pretty neat. Okay, so you'll notice now that after the bone attacks, it runs because I have it set to auto flee, which is really nice. I prefer that. 2 damage for 4, or 2 mana for 2 heavy, or 4 heavy. Yeah, that's a nice one. Kill an enemy with 2 or less. Meh, it's okay. Let's go with this. I like that better. Caster root doesn't really matter. Okay. There we go. We got 4 damage there. Now the spiker, which is nice. Normally on hit would deal 2 points of damage, but because we are removing traits on hit, we are not going to be dealt 2 points of damage every time from these guys. Super cool. I like that. Oh, no, I want all those. Okay. Protect you. And more protection. There we go. Perfect. Wait a minute. Oh, oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that's really funny. I see what's going on now. My shields are dispelling my magic users. That makes so much more sense now. Okay. So that's why they're losing their magic. Man, I feel dumb. Okay. I gotta make sure to avoid doing that when at all possible. Actually, let's get that. I think we'll be okay. Yeah. Whatever. See what happens here. So everyone loses their spells, which is really funny. So the less spells, the better at this point. Oh, yeah, this doesn't matter because the fanatic's going to kill itself. Anvil, for a tier 3. I am using that, so I'm going to decline turning that into something else. I really like that. Okay, candle for vigilance or whiskey. Vigilance is nice because what happens is the more characters that you die, the person holding the candle gets +1 pip per dead party member. Or whiskey, which is just +3 hit points, and then an additional +6 empty hit points. I'm actually going to go with that. I like the empty hit points thing, so we can really turn someone into a tank here. And it's a shame my gray doesn't have like... Well, if I get rid of that, then this becomes even better. But just for the sake of things, I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is. I mean, I could like min-max here and also give it to like the lowest, or balance and give it to the lowest person, but we'll just give it to the gray here. And you can see like the gray over here has got a crazy amount of hit points now, which is really funny. Okay. That's fine. Oh, zombie's gone. Zombie has on hit 4 more damage because I guess the removal of the trait happens after the fact. We don't have to worry about losing out on that. Alright, so another 4 points of damage to you. Very good. These courts are annoying. I'm actually not going... Well, at this point it doesn't matter. They're going to run. There we go. And it ran. Perfect. I like the damage here. The mana's okay. I like this better. Kill an enemy with 6 or less hit points. Ooh, yeah, definitely going with that. Okay, let's carry on. Oh, we got the Baron. We got the Baron, we got the Ghost. Let's see what happens. Looks like that trait sticks. Curious. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. I like that. Oh, the Baron lost all of its mana. Oh, no. That's terrible. The Baron has this ability to give mana, like, repeatedly, and makes this guy so much faster to defeat. But because he lost his trait, he doesn't give mana for every other one now. This is a blessing and a curse. That's fine. Let's see here. Let's take out the ghost. Just be faster this way. If I can kill the bones in one shot, they'll explode at least. Let's see what happens. Nope, still won't do it. Darn it. Okay. Need to save my guys so I have no more magic. Why did they instantly get exerted again? What is going on here? I guess they're just being exerted. Okay. What is happening? I'm quickly losing. Oof. Alright, yeah. No good. I'm losing two of my characters. And my blue can't resurrect. Oh yeah, this is done. This blessing destroyed me. So, not a great blessing. Yeah, this is done. Oh well. It just keeps exerting me. Alright, there we go. Well, this was fun. Note to next time, don't play this. Don't play this blessing because it messed me up. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this look at Slice and Dice on Generated Heroes Easy? Question mark? Thanks so much for watching, and maybe we'll see you in the next one.